Simon Belmont, the original hero of Castlevania. Nowadays, more people recognize Alucard as the series poster boy, but for a long time, Simon was the face of the franchise. So much so that he made countless appearances outside Castlevania as well. So let's take a look at every time Simon Belmont showed up in other games. First up on the list is Hai no Majutsushi, a mascot-themed mahjong game released by Konami on the MSX2 in 1989. This Japan-only exclusive had multiple playable mascot characters, including Simon Belmont. There really isn't much else to say here. I mean, it's just a mahjong game. But hey, there's the boy. Next up is, Ganbare Goemon Gaiden 2 Tenka no Saiho. I apologize if I said any of that wrong. This is a game in the Mystical Ninja series, released on the Famicom in 1992. And as you can guess from the title, it was only released in Japan. In this game, you can recruit Simon Belmont as a party member. It even plays Vampire Killer when you meet him. Neat. Next up is one of the more well-known Simon cameos, YY World 2 SOS Parsley Castle. In this 2D platformer for the Famicom, released in 1991, you play as a robot named Rickle, who has the ability to transform into other Konami mascots, one of which being Simon Belmont. He even plays pretty much exactly how he does in the original Castlevania, too. Next up is a fun one, Contra Hard Corps for the Sega Genesis. In this game, a parody version of Simon named Samondo Belmont appears as a secret boss in the game. He looks quite different from the Simon we know and love, sporting an afro and sunglasses, but he attacks with a chain whip and his battle theme is even Vampire Killer, so it's a pretty clear reference, albeit a very silly one. Now for one of Simon's most well-known appearances outside of Castlevania, we have Dream Mix TV World Fighters. This Japanese exclusive platform fighter for the GameCube and PS2 from 2003 features various Konami and Hudson Soft characters in a Smash Bros. Style experience. Simon Belmont is, of course, one of the playable characters, sporting his look from Castlevania Chronicles. What's really funny is that this is probably the only time you'll ever get to see Simon Belmont fight Optimus fucking Prime. I am not kidding, I could not make that up even if I tried. Next up is New International Track and Field, an Olympics game for the Nintendo DS released in 2008. Simon Belmont, as well as various other Konami characters, appears as a playable character in this game, once again sporting his Chronicles design. He even has his own archery event where you have to shoot bats. Now for the one that needs no introduction. Simon Belmont appears as one of the many playable fighters in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I made a whole video a few years ago about his inclusion, so if you want to see how well both he as well as Castlevania as a whole was represented, check that video out. Next up, let's take a look at Bomberman. Simon Belmont appears as a playable character in Super Bomberman R, as well as its two sequels, Super Bomberman R Online and Super Bomberman R2. It's Simon Belmont in Bomberman. Not much else I can say. It's pretty cool though. Next up is Brawlhalla. This platform fighting game has an absurd amount of third-party fighters. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Steven Universe, Adventure Time, Star Wars, Shovel Knight, Mega Man, Avatar The Last Airbender, Halo, Street Fighter, Rayman, SpongeBob SquarePants, Kung Fu Panda, Ben 10, WWE, and, you guessed it, Castlevania, with both Alucard and Simon as playable characters. So, hey, Rayman may not be in Smash, but you can have him fight Simon here instead. Or you can have Simon Belmont punch SpongeBob SquarePants in the face. God, that is a real sentence. Brawlhalla is a fucking trip, man. I can't believe this game exists. Now, if you're a fan of Castlevania, you're probably familiar with its spiritual successor, Bloodstained. Well, in Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, the Revenant boss is very clearly based on Simon Belmont, even using his armor from Super Castlevania 4. Next up is Dead Cells. Simon Belmont appears as a costume in collaboration with the game's incredible Return to Castlevania DLC. I also made a video about this, so you can check that out for more. Next up is V Rising. This action RPG game all about vampires had a collaboration with Castlevania, in which Simon Belmont appears as a boss battle. There's also a ton of weapons and music from the series that were added as well. And finally, we have Vampire Survivors with the insane Ode to Castlevania DLC, which included a new Castlevania-themed level, dozens of weapons, enemies, and music, and every single character in the series as a playable character. This, of course, includes Simon Belmont. This DLC is one of the biggest, hell, the biggest love letter to Castlevania I have ever seen. Seriously, this shit is incredible. Maybe I should make a video about this. And that's it! Man, Simon's really made his way around, huh? So, did you know about any of these crossovers? What's your favorite Simon appearance? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, like it to let me know, and subscribe if you want to see more from me. More Castlevania content coming soon, so stay tuned. Until next time, I'm Shay64, and I'll see you around.